Welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome to Jamie Phillips Football Chats. I hope everyone is well. Uh, Another performance by Liverpool in Europe, putting Porto away 2-0 at Anfield, guys. Excellent stuff yet again from this team. And, yeah, a mixed squad. Some players weren't happy about, but used the substitutions well. Played the squad well today. And guys, 2-0, comfortable work against a Porto team that needed the win at the end of the day. They needed to get something out of this game with AC Milan winning their other game. It's going all well for us at this moment in time. 2-0. What can I say, guys? It was a pretty dull, not very entertaining game, but from our point of view, it don't really matter, the group was already won and done. We've got to play out these last two games. How do you play the squad? How do you look after the squad? I thought Klopp did a good job with that today. Some people might be moaning that Salah and Mane started, but hey, they've got to start these games for me. Hey, John, my man, how are you? I am good, thank you very much, John. Hope you're well, mate. I'm really good. It was a nothing game. Not the most entertaining games. I didn't really even celebrate the goals that much, to be honest with you. It was a bit hard to get into a dead game. It's the deadest of rubber games, weren't it? It was nothing on the line. Hard to get into. Yeah, I'm going to get into this. What happened for Morton? He played really well. I thought he was for coming into the first team Champions League game. He didn't look out of place one bit. Thought he's fantastic, John. Fantastic young player. But yeah, guys, it was a good game. From the point of view that we used the squad well, players came back. Milner came back into the team. Came on for a few minutes towards the end of the game. Hendo got some pit time. Thiago, man, what a player he is. We're so lucky to have him. Scored a great goal, a worldie of a goal today. He looks good. He looks fantastic. Thought the Ox played really well today. Starting to look at, almost, not quite there yet, but almost old Ox. He's still got a bit of pace. Still got a turn of speed. No, I don't think he's far away from being his old self. And Mane and Salah, they played his first gear today, did they ever? Wow. Mane and Salah completely played his first gear. They did, I think it's like about 5 times Mane could have gone past his fullback with ease today. And, he just slowed it up. He didn't really want to accelerate. He didn't want to use his legs, his energy. The game's a nothing game. So, and Salah the same. Yeah, Salah's always looking for a goal, though, really. No matter what the circumstances, Salah is always looking for a goal. Obviously got his goal. And it was good performances all round. It's kind of, we have Morton. Oh, well, he's a prospect for the future. I really like him. There's a big player in there. Really would love to see him get more minutes. Yeah, I think you might do as the season goes on. I can see Morton. I can see him getting on quite a few benches this season. I really can. Obviously, he's only a young lad. He's not going to be the final. He's not going to be the best thing ever yet. But bring him in slowly. Take your time with him. He's got years and years and years. If he looks after himself and keeps progressing at the way he's progressing at the moment, he's going to be a big time player. But it's only the rusty young man. But I can see him getting a few squads this season. Sitting on the bench, he'll probably play the FA Cup games. Might even start the League Cup quarter final against Leicester. I can see him playing in games. He'll probably play the next Champions League game as well, away to AC Milan. What an experience that'll be for him going away with San Siro.
playing the Champions League game. Well, that would be brilliant. I could see him doing that next couple of weeks' time. Yeah, Canate played today. Not great Canate today. There's some things to look at Canate. We'll talk about later. Matic looked good. Ali was captain today. He had a chance to like apart from one pass that went a bit astray. Road to Red Devils, how you bro? Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, it was decent game, very professional performance, got the job done. 15 points out of 15. That is all you can ask. 5 wins out of 5. We topped the group. Group's over. All done. 10 points ahead of second place, which is incredible.
Considering this was meant to be the group of death, and it never turned out like that. All the English teams look like they're firing in the Champions League, and Man City, I think they
last I saw, I think they were beating PSG 2-1.
Probably won that game, coming back from behind as well. Yeah, the English teams look like they're going to be dominating Europe once again, especially in the Champions League, and it's a good thing. John Williams looks really good, but I'm really starting to think he'd be better playing more further forward. Yeah, I don't think Nico's a right back. When I see him play for Wales, he plays a lot further forward, and I'm not quite sure if he is a fullback. Yeah, I'm not quite sure he is a fullback, to be fair.
I think he's a player that likes to play,
further forward, and not worry about so much about coming back and defending. I think that's his position, but we don't.
Apart from playing, in Salah's position, inside
forward, he's not really got a position in Liverpool team. We don't play that sort of.
He'd be perfect as a wing back.
If we play 3 at the back,
I think Nico Williams is perfect in that wing back role, where he's more advanced. Doesn't have to worry about his defending too much. The 3 centre halves
behind him.
So, but as a right back cover for Trent at the moment, he's probably not good enough. But he did all right today. He did all right. He did what he had to do. He didn't concede a goal. He's part of the defence, so that's all good.
I'd love to see him as I think he's brilliant. Be brilliant there, yeah.
Yeah, there's something about Nico. I know he gets a lot of abuse online by Liverpool fans, which I never get. I don't get why you abuse your own players.
Don't make sense to me. But with Nico, I can see him. He's got something. There's something about him. There is something about him.
There is ability there. There is a player there, but I just don't know if they'll ever find it in Liverpool.
The way we set up and play, I don't know if there's an actual position for him.
Simicast
left back today. I was disappointed in Simicast today. I thought this was a really good chance for Simicast to really nail down the left back spot. I don't think
he did that, especially when Robbo came on. Robbo came on like a man on fire and straight through.
And I think that would have got Klopp's
attention, to be honest.
So yeah, I was a bit disappointed in Simi. It
was a decent game. Porto, after a few
No, they're just, they can't play away, can they? They just can't play away, and they must hate the sight of us there. They must hate the sight. I don't know how many goals we scored against Porto now. I've lost count. But I think a record was broken today. They were saying in commentary. I think we're the first English team to go. Is it 16 games in a row to score 2 or more goals in each game, and that record hasn't been broken since the beginning of the Second World War in 1939, which is a crazy stat.
A stat I didn't actually know about, to be fair. I didn't know that stat existed, but yeah, our attack is lethal, isn't it? Our attack is lethal, and it don't seem to matter who plays. I thought Minamino looked really quiet today. Minamino looked really quiet. He was playing the number 9 role. He's not the number 9. If anything, Minamino is more of a midfielder for me. I don't think he's a winger. I don't think he's a number 9. I think he's more of a... He's like a number 10, isn't he? He's sort of that attacking midfielder behind the striker role, that free role. That's where he played for Salzburg, wasn't it? So, yeah, I don't... Again, with Minamino, I don't think there's a position for him in the team. Because you don't play that number 10 position. Because when Bobby plays number 9, he's sort of that hybrid, isn't he? That false 9, that hybrid between 9 and 10. And that's not Minamino. Minamino can't play there. Hi, Jade. What a fantastic win. Group of Death My Backside got more points than all the other groups combined up the Mighty Reds. Well said, Jade, and welcome to the show, Jade. Hope you're well. John Robbo really looked up for it when he came on. Looked hungry, yeah. He did. I like the way Robbo came on. He looked up for it, as you said. I think he knows his left back spot might be a bit under threat the way Tsimikas is playing, and that's what you want. You want competition. And when Robbo came on, he was like, I'm still here. What you can never say about Robbo, the man's got energy for days. I don't know where he gets it from. I really don't. And you can never question Robbo's hunger, his wanting. You can never question that from Robbo. He will give and give and give to his domestic lesson. I suppose that's what we all love about the guy. The man's just fantastic. And yeah, I love Robbo, and the way he performed in that when he came on in that second half, I think just puts a thing in Klopp's mind that Robbo's still my number 1 left back, and Tsimikas has still got a bit of work to do. I thought Tsimikas was poor today, as I said. I thought Tsimikas had a real chance to nail down his left back spot, for the next few weeks. And I thought it was a bit sloppy today, sloppy defensively as well. And he's weren't as good as they usually are either. I think he just had a poor game. Don't mean he's a poor player or anything like that. He just had an off night, but. When Robbo came on, he looked absolutely electric, and that was sticking Klopp's mind. But going forward, guys, it was a good game for the team. The squad was used really well. I know some people, when the team sheet came out at 6:30 this evening, a lot of people were upset that Mane and Salah were started, and I could understand why people would be a bit worried. It's a nothing match. We're already through. Why would Mane and Salah need to play? But at the end of the day, it's the Champions League. This isn't the League Cup or the FA Cup. No matter how prestigious them trophies might be to people, it's the Champions League. It's the biggest cup competition in club football. Only the World Cup's bigger than the European Cup. In a tournament setting. There's no way you go disrespect the European Cup and just play, the kids and stuff like that, rest the whole first team. There's just no way that's going to happen, I don't think any team would do that. I think Bayern Munich yesterday still played a fully strength team, even though they're free and comfortable. But obviously, I know it's a bit different in Germany because, Bayern Munich runs German football, so they're a bit easier in that league. And obviously, they have a fabulous squad, but teams still do it. They will never play their kids. I don't think we should disrespect the competition either. I think it's such a prestigious competition. I don't think we should disrespect it personally. But I was happy with the lineup. I was really happy, and Salah and Mane they didn't get our first year anyway, did they? They never go get injured unless there was a bloody 2-footed studs up cannon. That was the only way they were going to get injured. They weren't even running at full speed, were they? They were taking it proper easy, and I weren't too worried about it, to be fair. I say Minamino, he weren't a number. He's not really a number 9, is he? Not really his position. So it's a bit hard to have a go at him. Got a goal, obviously, but it was offside by quite a way, about 3 yards offside.
quite a bit offside in the end, but it was a nice tidy finish.
Same as offside.
Yeah, it was a good.
It's a good game to get the players legs. I mean, Hindo coming on, getting some more minutes was nice. Milner again coming on. You know, he got right involved in the game. But yeah, there was one standout real performance, and that was Thiago. Yeah, I thought Thiago looked brilliant. Everything he does is so
smooth. And all this crap that Thiago's a flop and Thiago's this and Thiago's that, and he's just a thumbs up merchant, and all this nonsense that you hear about Thiago is just nonsense, guys. It's trying to get it. Let's face it. At the end of the day, these fans of these other teams bantering Thiago, if they got offered Thiago when we bought him, they would snap your arm off for him. Let's be fair here. He's a tremendous footballer. Can you imagine Thiago in Man City's team? Jesus Christ. He would, he'd be out of this world. And he's out of this world for us, guys. He's just had a few injuries, but when he's fit, Thiago's our best midfielder. He needs to be here. Simple. Hi, Sammy. How are you, mate? Pet Masterclass. Yeah, I was in and out of the because I was mainly watching the Liverpool game, but I had the City PSG game on my phone at the same time, but I weren't totally watching it. But yeah, PSG started well and then went completely defensive for some reason. But I can see why Pochettino doesn't want to be at PSG. That team don't run, do they? PSG do not run. They do not track. They don't press. They don't run at all. At all. Yes, they got blinding individual players like your Messi's, your Mbappe's, your Neymar's, you know, Di Maria and goal. They got amazing players, fantastic football team, but they don't play as a team. They don't run. They will not win this Champions League. There's no way in hell PSG can win this Champions League because they do not run. If they face any of the English teams in the knockout stages, it's over. They're gone. But yeah, Pep put a beating on PSG, and no, it's actually nice to see because I can't stand PSG. I really can't. Come over, they're owned by a whole country, Qatar. They're owned by the whole country, and they just think they can buy whoever they want, give them whatever wages they want, and do what they want. And no, that's not for me, to be fair. And I'm glad Man City beat them. I really am, guys. But you know, I'd say this Liverpool game it was a game with, you know, it didn't matter. I don't like losing, so you know, when you hear people say they should have played this team, I don't want to lose. This Liverpool team don't want to lose. Klopp don't want to lose. You know, you don't want to lose at home with a packed Anfield, Champions League night. Doesn't matter if you're already through. It's too important to win a game, and no, I'm glad we won. I'm really glad we won, and you know, the team didn't get out first gear, did it? It was quite an easy game, to be absolutely fair. But let's go through the goals. So Mane, we thought, got the first goal of the game. A lovely ball through from Thiago. What is he? Just inside. He's about 10, 15 yards inside Porto's half, and he finds Mane with a delicious through ball right through the gap, and it was a lovely finish by Mane inside the post. The keeper telegraphed it a little bit. It's like Mane showed him where he's going, and yeah, the keeper made it a bit easy for Mane, I thought, but it was ruled out for offside, and then it was the tightest offside I've ever seen. So it's lucky this game didn't matter, to be fair, because the offside was extremely tight. He looked completely level to me. I mean, I don't know what was offside. I really don't. It was he looked completely level, but there's no such thing as level no more. You're either off or you're on. There is no level anymore. You know, It used to be that time when you used to be on level, bit of doubt, and they're like, let you have it. Not no more. I don't know what was offside, but it was chalked out, and as I say, it didn't really matter being that had nothing on the line in this game, and we just carried on from there. And to Porto's fairness, Porto had quite a few chances. Porto played. It didn't play well, but
they were so short this time. Diaz looks a player. He looks a player. He looks like the only player in Porto who's up for it, to be fair. The whole Porto team, Diaz looked like he was proper up for this game. And he put in a proper shift. But Porto, very wasteful in that first half, I thought. A few opportunities. Even Diaz himself, he had a good opportunity. He passed and shooting.
They weren't. I was expecting a bit more from Porto, especially when it's a game they needed to win, and they knew Liverpool wouldn't be, in first gear. They in top gear tonight. They knew Liverpool would be taking it easy. There'd be some changes. So it just shows how rubbish Porto really is. Sammy, you risk guys like Salah tonight. Well, I mean, no one got risked at the end of the day because they're all fine, but.
Problem is, Sammy, we haven't got a massive squad. It's not like Man City and Chelsea where we can rotate these players and still be quite decent. And like I said, it's the Champions League at the end of the day. You don't want piss off, disrespect the tournament. I say the Champions League is the most prestigious trophy you can win in club football, so
you don't want to disrespect it even when you're through.
5 minutes last night, they were already through, and they played their first 11 basically. Obviously they got a bigger squad than us, and the German league it's not like the Premier League. It's a bit not as difficult, but not demanding. I can understand people's points like you risk so and so. Why you do that? But we haven't got the squad basically. I remember you were through last week. You were doing dead well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We ain't got the squad, Sam. We just ain't got the squad. These players have to play, and one thing I would say, I'm surprised that Klopp played Mane and Salah. I always thought one of them would play. I thought Salah would play, but I thought he might play Minamino, Origi, and Salah. I thought that would be the first 11 tonight. But so I am a little bit surprised that he played Mane and Salah. But after an hour, they came off. And as I say, Mane and Salah put nothing into those games. They didn't even sprint. Really? Didn't even sprint. There was loads of times Mane had his fullback. If he wanted to take him, he could have taken him. And if this was a game that he needed to, he would have. But, it was more of a walking pace than them two today, to be fair. And they didn't get out first. Yeah, they didn't really push themselves at all. But yeah, the first goal coming from Thiago. What a goal it was. So it comes from a free kick from the Ox, who's on the right-hand side of the pitch, about 40 yards out from goal, right on the right-hand side. Looking to put the ball around the penalty spot, completely underhits the pass. It's a terrible ball, terrible free kick. It's knocked out and comes out to about the 30-yard spot where Thiago is. And the kick is so sweet. The technique of the strike was fantastic. He's got right over the ball. A tiny little bit of lean back. The technique was superb. And it basically just flutters against the grass the whole way through. The ball don't move. It just spins on its axis like that, right into the corner.
It's a tremendous strike, great technique. It's great ball striking by Thiago, showing players how to do it, how to get over the ball, how to keep the ball down when you get over the ball, and great technique, a great strike, and he deserved it. Thiago, I thought he was great tonight. He was probably our best player, and he was so smooth as well. Everything he was doing was really smooth. His whole, way he kept possession, his nice little passes. As I said, he probably should have had an assist to the Mane goal because I don't think it was offside. Got himself a goal. Great game from Thiago. It's 1-0 just after the second half. That was. So it was 0-0 obviously in the first half, and just as the second half started, not long into it, we get the goal, and as soon as we're 1-0 up in a dead rubber game, it's all over, ain't it? It doesn't really matter, and PSG, Porto, as I said, they had a few chances today. They got in behind quite a few times. I will say Canate, ball watches a little bit, and he loses his man. He lost his man about 5 times today. He was ball watching a bit, and he was losing his position on the pitch. And there's about a good 5 times when Porto got in behind Canate, and you don't really want to see that. Canate needs to practice and learn his positioning better as a centre half. I mean, he's only 22. He's going to be a great prospect for the future, no doubt about it. But he just needs to. Be a bit better positionally and not ball watch so much. Just ball watching a little bit, and that's how mistakes can happen, and you give away goals, and you ruin all the good work that you've done so far. And you don't want to see that. But Matip next to him, I thought he had a good game today. He had a good game. I say Nico right back, he struggled a little bit getting into the game. But I don't think he's a fullback, and obviously he's not nowhere near as good a player as Trent is. Obviously, it was a hard one for Nico. Especially when you're not going to play again probably. He might play next week, and he might play a League Cup quarter final, or he might play the FA Cup games. But other than that, you don't really see Nico playing much this season. So make some substitutions. Thiago, he came off for Fabinho. Was it for Henderson? Sorry. Thiago came off for Henderson. And Morton playing the Fabinho role today, I thought was fantastic. I thought he is fantastic, Morton. He was, his positioning is really good. He takes up good positions. He's got a nice little pass on him. He's got good vision. He's going to be a nice little player, and he didn't hide today. He could have just, coasted through the game, just hide a little bit, but he didn't. He was wanting the ball. He played really well. He was visible the whole match. I really liked his performance, and I think it helped being alongside someone like Thiago and the Ox around him. That bit of senior players around him helped bed him in. Hendo came on for Thiago after the hour mark. So that was good for Thiago, get another hour into his legs. He's getting fitter and fitter and better rhythm, and he's looking great. And then Hendo gets a good half hour into his legs, coming back from that little knock he had. Robbo came on for Simicast as well. And I thought Robbo looked fantastic when he came on. Looked like he had something to prove. I thought he was great when he came on, I've got to say. I really liked Robbo when he came on, full of energy. Gave us a lot of energy down that left-hand side. Bit what we was missing today. Simicast coasted a bit through the game. Was a little bit sloppy, gave away some stuff. Defensively, he was not on his game. And Robbo, when he came on, changed all that a little bit. It was good to see. It was good to see. I enjoyed Robbo's performance when he came on. And then we get a second goal through no one but Mo Salah. Who else? I think he's got 17 goals in 17 games now this season, something ridiculous like that. And yeah, it was a fantastic goal. I can't remember the
Porto's fullback. Yeah.
but he had a good game. He did. He was one of Porto's better players, and but he just misjudged the flight of the ball, and it just went over his head, and Mo caught onto it. Played a nice pass into Hendo, I think it was, who gave it back to Salah, and little drop of the shoulder, going past the defender, and a lovely, tidy finish inside the post. It was a lovely goal. Obviously, he got substituted straight after that for Fabinho, who when Fabinho got Morton got a little bit more forward, and a little bit more involved in the game, which I like to see. But yeah, Fabinho came on, saw the game out. It was we used the squad well, I thought. What the players we had fit. Obviously, Milner came on. It's good to see Millie back. He came on, looked fresh, looked up for it when he came on. Tried to play some nice passes, driving with the ball, had a nice shot. Yeah, he looked good when he came on, Milner. It's nice to see him back. So, Cater's back in training this week, Klopp said. So yeah, the team's coming back together now, and yeah. So let's just go through player rating. So if anyone's in the chat, you give your ratings, guys, in the chat if you like. See how we match up. So I'm going to go Alisson first. Alisson didn't have much to do today. He did mess up a bit with his feet. I don't know what he was trying to do. He tried to play a ball outside his foot out wide for some reason. I don't know. And almost messed it up. But yeah, he got away with it. So I'm going to give Alisson a 7 because that was the only thing he did bad today. Yeah, that's enough to do. Sammy did watch the game. Fair enough, Sammy. Fair enough. Yeah, San Alisson 7. Nico, I'm going to give a 6. I think it was hard. Nico found it hard to get into the game. It grew a little bit better as the game went on, especially towards the end of the second half. He grew into the game a lot better. When the substitutions were made, I think he had a bit more freedom. Obviously, Porto retired, so I think he had a bit more freedom, grew into the game then. But he didn't really do a lot. So 6 for Nico. Matip, I thought Matip had a strong game at the back. He was the best out of the defence. I give Matip an 8. I thought there was a few times, he won balls in dangerous situations or blocked a ball, saw balls out, goal kick, that sort of thing. Defended up well, mopped up well, cleaned up nicely. Yeah, as you do with Matip, he got an 8 for me. Canate. Right, I really like Canate. I've been a thing that I think we should just go with Canate now and play Canate and Van Dijk now, and because I see that as the future partnership. I think that's why Canate was bought to be Van Dijk's partner going forward in the future. But there is little bits to his game that concern me, like his ball watching and his positional sense. Sometimes he doesn't look what's around him. Ball watches too much, and if he can take that out of his game, he's going to be a diamond of a defender because he's got everything else about him. He's got size, he's got height, he's good in the air, he's good with his feet, he's got a nice pass on him, he's quick. So he's got all these to his game. If he just gets rid of that little bit of sloppiness where he ball watches, I think he could be a solid defender. But I'm going to give him a 6 today. I didn't think he was. There was a few times if Porto actually took their chances, it could be a totally different scoreline. So yeah, I'm going to give a 6. And Tsimikas the same. Tsimikas a 6. Thought he was a bit sloppy today. Really sloppy at times, and I don't know what it was. I was really hoping Tsimikas was nailed down. A left back spot. It really put Robbo right under pressure. So you want to see competition. You want to see Robbo and Tsimikas really fighting for this left back spot. It's what you want from your team. But I just thought he was sloppy today. gave away a ball quite a bit. Defensively, he was weak. I'm going to give him a 6 as well. The midfield. So young Tyler Morton. I'm going to give him an 8 today. I thought he was great. I thought his positional play was fantastic. His positional play was great. Yeah, there's a few times people go past him. He's a young lad playing Champions League for the first time. He's not going to be absolutely outstanding. But I thought he was really good. Everything he did, he kept it simple. He didn't try to show off too much. Played nice, neat passes. Always picked up a good position on the pitch. Always wanted for the ball. Didn't hide. I thought it was an impressive game from young Tyler Morton. So I'm going to give him an 8. Thiago, I thought was fantastic today. I thought Thiago was. It was great. He come off after an hour, so I can't give him a full 10 because he didn't play 9 minutes, but I'm going to give him a 9. His game, the way he sees a game, it's just different to everyone else we have in midfield. No one sees a game like he does in our midfield, and I thought he was really good. I thought he was tremendous today, and his ability with the ball to find a pass or just slow it down, don't rush and control the tempo of a game. And I thought he did that for midfield today. The only thing he did, I think, he's not obviously the quickest, but he tracks back. Even though you know he's not the quickest, he tracks back. He puts in defensive effort. You can't fault the bloke. You really can't fault him. And obviously his goal was complete worldie, and the technique was amazing. Proper technique. And I can only give him a 9. He's a fantastic footballer, and we are lucky to have him. And a 9 for Thiago. Great little player. The Ox I thought did well again today. More minutes under his legs. More minutes for the Ox. This is what he needs. Stay fit, get more minutes, and Klopp likes the Ox. If the Ox is fit and ready to go, Klopp will always find time to get Ox into a game. If he don't start games, he'll be on the bench, and he'll come on in games. I say Keita and Hendo look like they're going back this weekend, and with Fabinho and Thiago there, you'd think Ox would go back to the bench, but he looked good today. He looked good. Pressing off the ball. I really like the way the Ox he defends off the ball really well. He gets back defensively. He does the defensive work really well. He gets back well. He presses on the ball, off the ball really well in attacking areas. Counter-attack. And he's still got a bit of pace about him. He's still got a bit of movement about him. And I think there was a bit today when he's running through the heart of Porto's midfield. He went right into defence and just couldn't. He just run out of options, unfortunately. I think he thought he was going to go all the way and have a shot, but it all broke down and he ran out of options. But he's looking better every game he plays. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 7.5 today, 7.5 for the Ox. He's getting better every game he plays, and he's looking decent. The forwards are going to be hard to score really because they didn't put a ton of effort into this game. I thought Mane looked lively. He looked lively. That's Mane. He does. He always looks lively. Obviously, he had a goal disallowed for offside. I don't think it was offside. I couldn't find where the offside was. He looked completely level to me. And it was a lovely little finish as well, just inside the post. Great little goal. But, it got called for offside. And then, but with Mane, Mane makes me laugh. Mane would do something weird in every game, where I get involved with a defender, but today he was more subdued, Mane, and I think it's because we're already through, and he didn't want to waste too much energy with proper important games coming up. But yeah, I'm going to give Mane. I'm going to give Mane a 7 because although he didn't score, he had the goal disallowed, which I thought was a goal. And but he's always looking to get in behind. He's always looking to go past the defender. He's always looking to try something. Now I think he had another shot where he's trying to bend it into the corner of the inside the post into the corner, and it just deflected and went wide. But I say it's always trying something. So I'll give him a 7. Yeah, I'll give Mane a 7. Minamino, hard game for Minamino personally for me today. I keep saying it. Minamino is not a forward. He's not a wide forward. He's not a number 9. He's a midfielder. He's like a number 10. He plays that position, and yeah, I don't think it was his. I don't think it was his best game, and it was hard for him. Again, it's a position that he doesn't play, and with his have to have his back to goal sometimes. Like, it's not. He wants to be facing the goal all the time. He wants to be looking forward. I really do think he could play in that wide central midfield area. Right hand side of the centre midfield. I think that's where you get the best out of Minamino in that, like a number 8 role. Really, I think that's where he looks best at, more comfortable at, because he doesn't mind the ball to feet. He likes the ball. He likes ball to feet, and he's got a little dribble on him, on top of a shoulder. He can play a 1-2 around the box. Little through balls. That's what Minamino's game is, and he can be a techie little player. As I see him at Salzburg, he was a techie little player at Salzburg, but they sort of played him in his right position to his game, to the game that he plays. And I just don't think there's a position for him in the formation that we play under Klopp. He's never going to get in that midfield free. There's a certain way he likes to play that midfield, Klopp. Maybe one of the wide areas, he could play. I mean, he's going to have to play one of the wide areas probably in January. More likely, he might play the Salah position. That's probably who Salah's replacement will be in AFCON is Minamino. And he might get more joy there because he'd be running at the defence more than having his back to goal and try and do something to get into the box. I think that'd be more his position. He'd come in late for crosses and things like that. That's more his position. He'd probably do a bit better there. But it's a hard game for him. I don't like to do it. I mean, he did have a nice finish, chalked off for offside. It was a nice little goal. Came over his shoulder, a nice little volley into the corner, or a little half volley, I think it was, into the corner. But he was clearly offside, about 3 yards offside. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, it's hard. I'm going to give him a 6 because he didn't hide. He tried his absolute hardest, but it just didn't go for him today at all. Robbo, when he came on, I thought Robbo was fantastic when he came on. Showed heart, showed energy, really wanted to get involved. Threw a lot of energy into the game, especially going forward. That left-hand side didn't have a lot of tempo and energy today, and he brought it, and I think he looked fantastic. And as I say, Simicast didn't really nail down that spot, and I think Robbo, when he came on, just put that in context. Like Klopp's got to see that Robbo played it on weekend, no doubt about it. Yeah, so I'm going to give Robbo a 7. I thought he was fantastic when he came on for the little bit he was on for. Hendo, when he came on, he took over the captain's armband, obviously, when he came on, tried to take control of the midfield. The game was already done, dusted, but he looked decent when he came on. Just more time for Hendo. He's had a little bit of knocks here and there, and Hendo needs more game time. And I expect Hendo will start on the weekend. To be fair, I expect Hendo will start on the weekend. So I'm going to give Hendo a 7 as well. Milner, he didn't really, I'm going to give Milner a 6. He didn't have a lot of time to come on. It's just nice to see him come back on. after his injury, looking sharp, looking sharp. It went on long enough, so I'm going to give him a 6. So, guys, it was a comfortable night's work in the end of the day. It was a professional night's work. It was Liverpool 2, Porto 0. And we move on, guys, to the next game. So, next week, not next week, was it 2-3 weeks' time, we got AC Milan and in the San Siro. So we go to AC Milan in the San Siro for a nothing game. It'd be interesting to see the team he plays against AC Milan, I will say, because all depending our form is in the league, because I think on Saturday we've got Southampton 3:00 kickoff. Then on the Wednesday we've got a Merseyside derby against Everton, and then the following Saturday I think we've got Wolves at home. So we've got like 3 games in next week. So and then I think Aston Villa on the 11th of December. So it's going to be different. I think you might see a bit of a weaker squad for the AC Milan game. I know I said like he doesn't want to disrespect the European Cup, the competition, but the league's going to take precedent, and we've got very winnable games, especially Southampton, Everton in the Merseyside derby. And then I think Wolves will be a tough game to watch. I think it's Wolves we've got because they're playing really well. They're playing very well. So that I believe it's Wolves. So if that's our next 3 games with a Champions League game, Chelsea got Man United the weekend. Now we'll get to our predictions for them games tomorrow, but yeah, it could be an interesting one. So he might go even weaker against AC Milan. I mean, it's a nothing game, but we'll get to that, guys. We'll get to that. So yeah, Liverpool 2, Porto 0. Professional performance, no injuries. Game minutes for Milner, Hendo, Thiago got an hour, got a worldie. Mane and Salah played an hour. Salah got a goal, came off. Nice and rested. We go again on Saturday, guys. So that's the end of my review for this match. Sorry, there weren't too much to talk about, to be honest. I've somehow gone for 47 minutes. I don't know. Probably mattered through most of that, but it is what it is, guys. It was a simple game, a nothing game in the end. So it's hard to really get really enthusiastic about it, guys. But we move on, and we are doing well in Europe at the moment. We are going to be one of the favourites of this competition. So, guys, look out for a video from me tomorrow. Looking forward to the weekend. Be looking at the Liverpool Southampton game and some of the other games this weekend. Mostly looking at the top 6 teams, guys. Top 6 teams, having a look at their games this weekend. And we'll move on from there. So till next time, guys, see you all.